Have you ever picked up your phone just to check one notification, only to realize an hour has disappeared? It happens to almost everyone. Social media apps are designed to keep our attention for as long as possible, and before we know it, we've spent valuable time watching videos we'll barely remember tomorrow. Now, there's nothing wrong with relaxing or scrolling every once in a while. We all need a break. But when scrolling becomes the default thing we do every time we're bored, waiting in line, or have a few free minutes, it starts stealing time we could spend improving our lives. Think about it this way. If you spend just 1 hour a day mindlessly scrolling, that's more than 365 hours every year. That's over 15 full days of your life. Imagine what you could accomplish if you used even half of that time to build skills, improve your health, or work toward your goals. The good news is you don't need to completely quit social media to make a difference. Simply replacing some of that scrolling time with better habits can have a huge impact over time. Today, I'm going to share 7 productive things you can do instead of endlessly scrolling your phone. Number 1, read just 10 pages. Reading is one of the simplest ways to invest in yourself. Every book contains years of someone else's knowledge, experience, and mistakes, all condensed into a few hundred pages. Whether you're interested in personal finance, business, psychology, health, or history, there's always something valuable to learn. The biggest mistake people make is thinking they need to read for hours at a time. Instead, commit to reading just 10 pages a day. That's usually only 15 or 20 minutes, but over the course of a year, it can easily add up to a dozen or more books. Those books can completely change the way you think, solve problems, and approach life. Instead of filling your mind with information you'll forget tomorrow, spend a few minutes learning something that will benefit you for years to come. Number 2, go for a walk. Walking may not sound life-changing, but it's one of the most underrated habits you can build. We spend so much of our day looking at screens that our brains rarely get a chance to slow down. Going for a walk gives your mind space to think, process ideas, and recharge. Some of the best ideas don't come while sitting at a desk, they come while walking. You don't need to hike a mountain or train for a marathon. Even a 20-minute walk around your neighborhood or local park can improve your mood and reduce stress. If you really want to get the most out of it, leave your phone in your pocket and pay attention to what's around you. Notice the trees, the weather, and the sounds of nature. Sometimes the best way to clear your mind is to simply step away from the screen. Number 3, learn a high-value skill. One of the greatest investments you can ever make isn't in the stock market, it's in yourself. Every hour you spend learning a valuable skill has the potential to pay you back for years to come. Maybe it's learning video editing, public speaking, coding, writing, graphic design, photography, or understanding personal finance. These are skills that can improve your career, increase your income, and open doors you never expected. The internet has made learning easier than ever before. Thousands of free tutorials, online courses, and educational videos are available with just a few clicks. Ironically, many of us use that same internet to scroll aimlessly instead. The next time you reach for your phone, ask yourself, could I spend the next 30 minutes learning something that my future self will thank me for? More often than not, the answer is yes. Number 4, build an online skill or business. Instead of spending another 30 minutes scrolling through content that someone else created, spend that time creating something of your own. We live in a time where you can start a YouTube channel, learn graphic design, write articles, edit videos, build websites, or even launch an online business with little more than a laptop and an internet connection. The best part is that you don't have to know everything on day one. Spend your time learning one small piece at a time. Watch a tutorial on video editing. Practice designing thumbnails. Learn how to write better. Research how online businesses work. Every skill you develop is an investment that can continue paying dividends long into the future. Even if your goal isn't to make money online, building digital skills teaches problem solving, creativity, and consistency. And who knows? What starts as a hobby could eventually turn into a side hustle or even a full-time career. The next time you find yourself opening social media out of habit, ask yourself this: would I rather spend the next 30 minutes consuming someone else's success or building my own? Number 5, declutter. One small space productivity isn't always about doing more. Sometimes it's about removing the things that distract you. Instead of trying to organize your entire house in one afternoon, pick one small area, clean your desk, organize your backpack, sort your computer files, or finally clear out that overflowing junk drawer. These small wins create momentum. A clean workspace makes it easier to concentrate, and checking even one task off your list gives you a sense of accomplishment. It's amazing how much better you can think when your environment isn't working against you. Number 6, learn to cook. One new meal. Cooking is one of those skills that pays you back every single day. Every time you learn a new recipe, you're not just making dinner, you're saving money, becoming more independent, and building a skill you'll use for the rest of your life. Think about how much people spend eating out simply because they don't know what to cook. Instead of spending 30 minutes scrolling through your phone, spend that time learning how to make a healthy meal from scratch. Start with something simple like grilled chicken and vegetables, homemade pasta, or a stir fry. As your confidence grows, so will your collection of recipes. Over time, you'll likely eat healthier, spend less money, and even begin to enjoy cooking as a way to relax after a busy day. It's one of the few hobbies that benefits both your health and your wallet, making it a far better use of your time than another endless scrolling session. Number 7, work on one goal without distractions. This is probably the most important point on the list. Choose one goal, just one, and spend 30 to 60 minutes giving it your complete attention. Put your phone on silent, close unnecessary tabs, and remove anything that might interrupt you. Whether it's studying, writing, exercising, practicing an instrument, building a business, or learning a new skill, focused work is becoming increasingly rare. In a world filled with constant notifications and endless content, the ability to concentrate is becoming a superpower. While everyone else is constantly switching between apps and checking their phones every few minutes, you'll be making meaningful progress towards something that actually matters to you. Final thoughts. Before you click on another video, I want to leave you with one final idea that's completely changed the way I think about productivity. Many of us grow up believing that being productive means squeezing as many things as possible into every single day. We move from one class to another in school, jump between homework assignments, and get used to measuring success by how busy we are. Then we carry that mindset into adulthood. We try to answer emails while listening to podcasts, checking social media, and thinking about tomorrow's to-do list all at the same time. But real growth usually doesn't happen when we're constantly switching our attention. More often than not, less is more. Instead of trying to do 10 different things every day, choose 1 or 2 things that truly matter and give them your full attention. When you spend uninterrupted time on something important, you begin to understand it on a much deeper level. You make fewer mistakes, retain more information, and produce better work. Deep focus beats constant multitasking almost every time. So the next time you catch yourself reaching for your phone out of habit, ask yourself a simple question. What's one thing I could do right now that my future self would thank me for? Maybe it's reading a few pages, going for a walk, planning your week, learning a new skill, or simply working on your biggest goal for 30 minutes. Small choices may not seem important in the moment, but over weeks, months, and years, they shape the person you become. The life you want is built one decision at a time. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more videos on self-improvement, productivity, and personal finance. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.